Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, yes. So very good afternoon to all, my dear MiDNA family. If I call it a family, I mean it a family. So I'm really grateful those who are here. I know Sundays are always very busy, and if it is a family, we should try to get time. This is what I am trying to do from last continuous months. Maybe for 10 minutes, maybe for 15 minutes, but it's a family, so I'm always there. So with the sir's blessing, I am the author of this book, Two Sides of the Mirror. And today it is a launch within the family. I'm really glad. And I would like to share a few of the things. Afterwards, there is a 5-10 minutes question answer round. If any of you have a query, I would be more than happy to give an answer back. As my journey started with MiDNA, sir told me to write powered with. Honestly speaking, I had no idea what powered means that time, but now I can realize and feel that power. So I'm starting my slide with this. Before MiDNA, who I was. I was an English language trainer. I was running a very good academy. I was teaching IELTS, Pearson's, and I was doing counselings on and off. Look at the power of powered by. I became MiDNA mentor. I am running an independent nurturing teen projects where I have already nurtured 40 students. People find it difficult to hard to nurture one. I'm blessed to nurture 40, and journey has just begun. I've completed one course called Mind Matter. I've learned a lot of technology and methods to help my students to enhance their brain skills. With sir's motivation and my own design too, I have recently cleared my diploma in psychology. I am going to finish my cognitive behavior therapy coaching in upcoming year. The journey is already started. And adding a feather, I'm an author of the book, Two Sides of the Mirror. This is what powered by MiDNA. So this is the book. I'm sure many of you have seen it on social medias. Some of you have purchased from Amazon and some of you have purchased directly from me. I'm sure you might have seen the book cover very carefully, because I believe the face tells the whole story. Same way, the book cover conveys what exactly the writer is going to depict in the whole book. This is what I tried. Here, I would like to reveal a few more facts that if I'm nurturing teens, it is my responsibility to give them opportunities too. So instead of hiring some high profile names, I have tried my best to give opportunity to teenagers, those who were working as a part of the internship. I paid them really good and I gave them credit also. This is what we all supposed to do to nurture the team. This is our duty now. So be it an editor, creator, book designer, cover, illustration, all are young teenagers aged from 16 to 23. So they all became the wonderful part of my this great journey. I, have written an extract, and this is what I've taken from the book. This book, just like the two sides of the mirror, portrays the life of an individual before counseling. Because why I have written only this particular book? Because this is what we all need. Sometime we have to display. For example, you go to a mall and you see display window. Earlier, I used to think that sometimes displaying is bad, but later I have realized and learned that why majority of us keep a display window, so that the one who is coming to us can easily understand that this is the best we have. And when you write a book, you give an authentication to your clients about your work. And in every story, in every poem, I have always tried to show the real sides of dark and light, the painful emotions and the colorful emotions. And this I try to convey to everyone truthfully, actually, not just an imagination, that how it can be healed with the help of counseling. So that's why I've written, I carry the vision to make this book a key to confusion, uncertainty, and stress. This is my way of helping and giving back to society. This is again a very wonderful extract, because while going through the journey, I have learned so many things, because writing book is not easy. This is what I have started experience the moment I have started writing it. So I have lot of characters in the story, which keeps coming and keep engaging you and entertaining you. As the first character starts with, you may wonder, who am I? Well, let's start with introduction, shall we? I am Peeping Tom. So Peeping Tom is my favorite character, who is omnipotent, omnipresent, keep peeping everywhere. But he's so neutral, he can see, he can listen, but he can suggest. So maybe this is what's happening to all of us, that we have people around us like Peeping Tom, those who are listening us, but they don't have a solution. Then in number of stories, we have a lot of other characters like Luco, Piggy, Stormy as a part of a book or a diary or your pet. Those who have feelings for you, those who really want to help you out, but they are not able to. So through this, again, the message is that it's not necessary that you have people. It's not compulsory that they will be able to help you. I have written a lot of beautiful poems because I, again, have a very poetic brain, and I believe that poems are the full emotional expressions. So one of my story in which I have tried to show the two portraits of the same person, one 20 years when she was a young girl and one 40 years when she became a mother of a young girl. Here I am going to read a small poem from one side. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I will be the best of them all. One fine day, I committed to my mirror, dear mirror, when I will be on the other side of you. I will always hear, believe me, I will not let you bear. I will see a path clearly, and I will always cheer. Have faith. I will help you come out of this teenage fear. Trust me, I will always be very near. I will always try to understand you and will take your stand. Believe me, your teenage will not be like me. I will make it grand as I have a better plan. This is my promise, my mirror. I will see the other side, my dear. So this is what generally every parent says when they are in a teenage. I believe you all can correlate. हम कभी ना कभी हम सोचते थे मैं जब बड़ी होंगी मैं अपने बच्चों के साथ ऐसा नहीं करूंगी. So this is the one part of my one story. The second part is equally beautiful. So through these poems, I'm just trying to give the very simple and straightforward message that unless and until you don't wear the shoe, you do not know when and where it pinches. This is again an extract on a husband relationship, because I have tried to cover every age group, because my first story starts with age group 7 to 8, then 10 to 15, then 16 to 21, then adulthood story, then old age story, and the last story, my favorite one, Mr. Technology. So I have tried to cover all the age groups so that the book become approachable to all. Reason, when I was writing a book, my planning, my frontal always helped me a lot. I have read a lot of books and I get to know that why books are not becoming popular, because they become, too much kind of suggestive books, and too much suggestion sometimes is not easy to digest. And that's why I thought of writing a story book, which is easily correlated. People can really, understand stories well. They can connect it easily. So that was the reason. He kept on waiting for her to return to her office basement, but her meeting ended on her birthday. After a long day of misunderstandings and almost no communication, both of them failed at keeping their promises. He returned home hoping to meet her while she didn't even know he was down in the basement waiting for him. So this was the tragedy. And I have seen this tragedy happening between a lot of couples, that despite being they love each other, sometimes they are not able to display the emotions at the right time. And that becomes the major reason for many of the quarrels and later a lot of disputes and ultimately leading to the broken relationship. This is again small extract from one of the story. Now, why I have, decided to write this book. I'll be very honest. When I was just 17 or 18, I always wanted to be an author, but I always knew that it's not that easy task. So I waited unless and until, I was not in a position to create that road where I can walk as an author. I have not decided to write. Though my two of the manuscripts were almost ready in 2017, after analyzing each and every aspect, I decided to write this book first. And now my journey as an author has already begun and it's not going to stop. Why this particular book on counseling? Reason. In MiDNA family, we all join, and number of people, they survive, number of people, they quit. The reason being that, why we are not able to sustain it for a long, we need to analyze and introspect a lot of things. One, definitely your personal design matters. I'll not discuss that, but you need to do certain things in your life. Maybe a book, maybe just a small, web story. Maybe, you can write, some small articles. But I believe that when you write something, you can connect with your clients very easily. So the first reason is it is my fourth part of Ikigai, because what I am good at, what I'm love at, what I'm earning at, I want to make it as a part of my, Ikigai. That's the fourth stage of contentment. And that's why the first reason of writing this book was that I wanted to complete my Ikigai. Definitely a brand promotion, and I'll be glad to, share it with you that despite being so busy because of my IELTS and Pearson's work, because we have work on full swing till July, till October. And despite being, I'm promoting my book thoroughly, I'm still getting clients. And my dear brothers and sisters, the credit goes to this book. I am not doing any marketing. I'm reaching to people, and now they have started finding their ways to reach me. Since last 3 months, whatever scans I have done, the credit goes to not the previous clients. The credit goes to the wholeheartedly to the book. It is reaching to people. They are reading it somewhere. They are getting connected it with. I'm getting a lot of calls from teenagers that yes, you are right. In between, when I was reading a line, I could connect that maybe it's my story. Somebody called me by saying that आपकी एक line पढ़ते हुए मुझे तो ऐसा लगा कहीं ये मेरी कहानी तो नहीं है. So this was my mission, that yes, people should feel, people should correlate. Secondly, as I have already written in the book that these are all my real cases. And that is why, I have mentioned very clearly, though these are real stories, but not subjective. And that's why I have preferred writing it as a fiction, because definitely I have added few more things. But when people get to know कि अच्छा ये किसी की सच्ची कहानी थी, चाहे थोड़ी मोल्ड ही की गई है, तो वो authentication आती है. They feel connected कि oh, if this can be changed, why can't I? So I believe giving validation to what you are doing is definitely comes through if you write something. I'm not again saying that you are supposed to write a book, because again, it has lots, plus and minus and a lot of other things to be researched out. But yes, you should write. Why topic is story, poems, and visual? Because people can relate very easily. And as I've already stated that visual people, auditory people, lobe-wise, I've tried to please everyone. This is again book cover, and you'll be surprised to know that though my technical skills are not that high, but I've got the maximum compliments for this design, and I continuously sat with 6 to 7 different artists, and until they could not understand what I wanted to display as a part of my thoughts, I did not quit. So sometime you have to be very patient. Because what you want, maybe you need to wait for that. So this is the second lesson I wanted to share with all of you. So patience is the key to success. Now, I have realized personally, I've gone through, actually not realized, that journey as an author is not easy. It challenged me actually. And when you will see my brain profile, you'll get to know whatever challenges me, I accept. And maybe this is my, way of living. This is in my core. I cannot do anything monotonous. I would love to do something which keeps engaging me, which keeps challenging me. And these 18 months of writing this book was one of my best learning experience, where whatever I have learned, I believe I couldn't even learn for last 18 years. So stay patient and trust your journey, because in between there were many, phases where people discouraged me, where I got a lot of criticism, where I was totally blank, because I am not from, big writing industry. Nobody from my family has ever written a book, not even a friend circle. So finding a good publisher, talking to the editors, a lot of technicalities are there, hiring a marketing experts, a lot of things, I think patiently I have learned. And that's the reason that no doubt that I am not a celebrity, but this book is in a process of making me a celebrity. And my 400 books have been sold yet, which my publisher says is a remarkable number for a debut author. But my number, what I've written is in my brain, that is my manifestation, is not even near. So I'm expecting more and more, because I still believe I am just utilizing my inner circle, and I yet not have started, traveling, and I will be traveling in another 2 years to promote this book, and definitely to promote our brand MiDNA. Two sides of the mirror, why we have to, always portray, more emphasize on visuals. Reason, it's always an attention grabbing. So I have done one recent change in my institution. I will surely show it very fast. I've made a very smart card, so that whosoever is coming to my counseling session, I am going back in their memories. So after experimenting it on the book, I'm trying to experiment it in my institution also. Visuals are always memorable. It always remain in the memories for a long period. It's always informative. And I would like to reveal you one thing, that a picture is worth 1,000 words. And I was amazed a few days back. I shared it with Ratnaswamy sir. I got a random call, and I thought maybe a good reader is appreciating me and calling me. But after discussing with the man for 5 minutes, he introduced himself, and he's Mr. Nagesh, one of India's leading psychologists, and Google declared best mind reader in the world to him. And I think I can't express my happiness in words, that he congratulated me, and he says he randomly saw my this book, and the best part he stated about was the book cover. So hard work always pays. These are the all reviews I've been getting on Amazon. Only one is my relative, I'll not lie. Rest, I really don't know who they are. They are readers actually. So it is another blissful journey, where you feel that your work is being recognized by someone unknown, because they liked it, because they related it with. So every day I'm getting some emails and some messages, and that's a part of this blissful journey. As I've already told, that a picture always reinforces the concept. In my whole book, I have done a lot of line graphs. So as you could see, this is the most interesting and the most popular amongst youngsters. I have received so many messages. They have shared it on their Instagram stories. Maybe because after seeing this, image, they could relate it so fast and naturally. So again, if you do something wholeheartedly, you definitely get results wholeheartedly. I've tried to use a lot of analogies. I've tried to write a very good language, which even academic reader don't get disappointed for, and even an a common person can easily correlate with. Now, people ask me that, Seema ji, you are doing really good. I receive few calls and few messages also. First of all, really grateful. I'm just doing my karma. I have started believing Sir's A, B, C, and D also. In one of the morning sessions, Sir stated about D. But I have learned one thing: A, B, C, we all know. D, we know destiny. But D doesn't come unless and until you don't put efforts for A, B, and C. You definitely cannot touch D. So this is my personal experience, and trust me, personal experience is always the best. So then, how could I reach here? I just have to share very simple things: learning new skills. Never put a full stop, because though before joining MiDNA, I was like that, but MiDNA has accelerated my learning skills. It keeps engaging me. You'll be surprised to know I'm learning hypnosis, I'm learning CBT, and I'm learning one more science, because the more I learn, the more I'm able to express through MiDNA report, and I'm able to give them more suggestions. So if you feel that I'm doing only one thing in this era, honestly, it doesn't work. You should keep enhancing your skills, maybe join a single day workshop, maybe do a small diploma. I never suggest degrees at this age, but you should definitely, enhance our learning skills. Client timings, that matters a lot. I have, few witnesses here. I will invite them, because they fortunately became part of my institution for a day's journey. And they ask me question which they reveals themselves, that for me, my clients are like a family. Even Saturday is not free. Even Sunday, sometime, I have plans and I cancel them, because you might have noticed in the whole PPT, I have, focused one word: family. For me, if I'm saying family, I mean family. So sometimes we say definitely no to family also. And the same way I do say no to my clients, but most of the time they are my extended family, and I keep thinking about them, and whatever I have, I keep spreading, not always for money, sometimes just for blessings. And believe that MiDNA is a family, and we all need to grow together. And for that, without disclosing the name, I am taking help to nurture my projects from whosoever I feel can easily be compatible with my nurturing programs. And I'm sharing my revenue with them. And I believe I always have a faith that though despite being 100% cognitive, I do need a lot of independence. And I still believe working as a team. So let's grow together, let's help each other. And before I end up, I would like to thank you, those who have ordered the copies: Dr. Kriti, C. Punita, P. Ravi, Kritika, Divya and Surya, Bhuvna ma'am, Rakesh ji, Vishnu Priya, and Rachna Mittal. After the sir has sent the message, they have ordered the one copy, and I've already sent them all. Sajina, my darling dear, has ordered 5 copies. Priya, Bhavna, and Dr. Pankaj has already ordered for, pre-booking. Every single help matters. Now, am I, earning some money? Let me be very clear. I have invested a lot on this book. As I've already told, this is my Ikiga part 4. So I am not expecting money. I'm just trying to, definitely get my cost back. So that is why I've started giving book on a very, very nominal price, which is actually costing me the same, including the, posting and delivering and courier. And I would like to share it with you that I will continue this offer for my MiDNA family, for their clients also. So even if you wanted to give this book to gift to corporate sector, or during the Diwali or any other occasion, kindly ping me on my personal window. The price will always remain same for the MiDNA family. So thank you so much for giving your time. Now it's a time to, call people, so that those who have read, at least they can review. So thank you so much. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you said somebody, your guests are there. Are they speaking, or we can?
Sir, we have Kriti, and we have Dr. Pankaj, They would like to review. I think Priya ma'am is also there. So one by one, please raise your hand. Whosoever has received the book and would like to review, would be my pleasure.
When did Priya become ma'am for you?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to giving you due respect, my darling.
So very proud of you, Seema.
Thank you. Great.
You've always been, gone the extra mile. Whatever I have always tried to reach, you achieve there. You reach there first. And then that motivates me that, yeah, that's the next point that I should reach. I've been contemplating writing a book since past so many months. But then within my mind, that picture which you had shared, that works. I mean, it's all jumbled up. The thoughts, so many. Every day I get up and I think of a new idea that I should write. And then by the end of the day, it is all something else comes in, and then, it's all like a web. So yes, I read your book, and I was, I think, the first one to order from Amazon, even before it was launched. When I said that I have ordered and not receiving it, you said, my dear, it has not yet been launched. But then it was visible at Amazon, so I had ordered. Yeah, so it was, as you know, I'm not much of a reader. I had told you that you'll have to launch an audiobook for me. Yeah. But yes, I've gone through all the chapters, and the narrative is quite interesting. The topic itself, two sides of the mirror. Yes, we keep on saying that in our with GBP reports also. Everywhere we see that everything has two aspects to it. It can be a positive on one side, and it can be a negative on the other. So that has been dealt very well. And that aspect where you spoke about how we parents want to live up to our unfulfilled desires through our children is something which really touched. And I think every child will be able to relate to every aspect of it. It was, I said, the narrative was very good. And after every chapter, there's a poem, which is again very interesting. And the designing, the picture makes everything very clear. So yeah, so it's a combination for people who can understand the picture. Of course, then the picture creates kind of a curiosity to know more, and then you read more of that chapter. Very well dealt with. Every topic has been dealt very well. Kudos to you. Congratulations. Many more books to you, and please keep motivating me also to follow your footsteps. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm so smart, Priya, that I have designed a course, a very short course, how to be an author.
Wow. You will not leave any aspect.
Honestly, it was such a tough journey. I've learned a lot. This is what I do actually. This is called, that is why I'm saying to all, keep learning, because what you learn later, if you, work on it, you definitely can, sell or create a course on that for sure.
You become a trainer. Great.
So thank you for your so sweet words. So Dr. Pankaj, are you there? I would like you to say something.
Yes, good evening, everyone. So first of all, congratulations, Seema. And regarding book, it's my habit, that I always start my book from the cover and to the last page, and each and every word, preface, acknowledgements, index, everything I read word to word and underline it. So because of that habit, I just reached till now to the page 31, only 31 pages I have just gone through. So till now, what is my experience that being author, I can relate it, that I can understand writing a book is like, delivering a baby.
Yes.
Maybe metaphorically 9 months, but more than that, you do planning, dreaming, satisfaction, little fear, little anxiety, and all mixed feelings are there, And when your baby, your book, your work is in front of you, you are just dazzled that, do really my dream has come true? So still you are, in that phase. So because a writer, always pour her love, her passion, her experience, intellect, knowledge, everything writer is just pouring, and your willingness to work for the society, everything you are pouring just into those words, just in the shape of that book. So great work, Seema, great. And I appreciate your sincere efforts. And once again, congratulations. And your prose, poetries, and visual, everything is just remarkable. So more power, more blessings to you. Thank
My
you.
gratitude, Dr. Pankaj, but I want one question, if you won't mind. May I ask you?
Yes, yes, please.
I was fortunate enough few days back to have Pankajji with me whole day. So Pankajji, you have seen my whole schedule, right?
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, 17 instant, I was at Amritsar, so I met Seema and it was a great experience. Yes.
Ma'am, I have a question for you. Please be very honest and brutal honest rather. You have seen me handling so many customers. That was quite a hectic day, right?
Yeah.
How did you felt my connection with them? Because your question was, I remember you asked me, do you know them? Are they your family or relatives? I said, no, they are my clients, right?
Yes, yes.
So why you asked that and why you felt that so strong connection? I wanted my colleagues to know that.
Yes, very true. I do remember. And actually what I felt, I'm sharing with all my family members that she provides homely atmosphere to each and every client. And her hospitality is remarkable, plausible. And I also had a scrumptious lunch, at her place. So she is a wife also, she is a mother also, she is a teacher also, she is a daughter also. I was just, quietly I was noticing that she was attending the call from her parents, then from her husband, and she is just, taking care of her daughter also. Then clients are also coming. So she is a, housewife also. So I think it's a great combo, 100% cognitive and a right brainer. So passion is there, action is there, and I think connection is there. Connection with self, connection with people, and connection with divine. And this is my blessings, Seema, that be always connected with divine and be always centered, and then work beautifully at your periphery. This is all just from my side.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And I'm telling you, I'm taking Dr. Pankaj's help a lot. And she is also one of the mentors in many of my nurturing programs. And this is what I wanted to tell you all. We can't alone, we can't walk alone. And within the, network, we have so many diamonds. Talk to them, share your revenue, share your love, share your experience. And then I'm sure we all can grow where we all wanted to reach one day. So thank you, Dr. Pankaj, once again. So any of you, I'm so sorry. I don't know who still have received the book or not. If any of you have received the book, if you liked, if you have read few pages, it would be my privilege if you say something. So any question, if any of you have a query or a question, I'll be more than pleased to give an answer for. So, sir, all yours, sir. I think I've given all the answers. No one have a question.
Good afternoon, Seema. Good afternoon, sir. Hi,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Seema, I'm still waiting for the book. It hasn't reached me.
Ma'am, hopefully by tomorrow, because I've checked all the receipts, because few of them have received yesterday. So hopefully the second slot went a day later. So Kritika, I think is there. Ma'am, hopefully you will surely get by Monday, because I've sent it to one of the best courier, but problem is the first it goes to Delhi and then it's being delivered to other part of the states.
Anyway, I wish you all the best. The book cover looks very, very attractive. And of course, I'm sure it must be really very well written. I wish you all the best and complete success in selling your book.
Thank you. Your blessing matters a lot. So yes, Kritika, please.
Ma'am, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I was every single day since the time I placed the order, I've been eagerly awaiting the book, and I'm so sad to say that I still haven't got it. I'm going to read it in a single day, single shot. I'm going to read it. And after hearing you speak today, I already find you really inspirational, highly a role model, not just to me, I'm sure for all of us who come in contact with you. You're like this live wire energy of like 10,000 watts. And today I'm sure all of us have felt it. So
it's powered by MiDNA, Kritika. It's powered by MiDNA. That is why it's electrified.
Absolutely, absolutely agree. And the words that you spoke couldn't have been any truer. It's a family whom, it's so good if we help each other, help one another out, because no journey can have its success when it's a solo journey. So, and in this journey, especially when we're all together, we hold hands, we walk together, we all are winning. And you are a perfect example of that today. And you've showed it to all of us who have attended this session today. So thank you so much. Congratulations on being an author, and wish you all success in writing more books. And the minute I get mine, I'm sending you a personalized message.
My pleasure. I'll be grateful. My gratitude. Yes, Rajuji.
Good evening. Congratulations, Seemaji.
Thank you, bro.
I am eagerly waiting, for the book. After listening to you, the way you have given the clear idea, the type of struggle you had it, and how your brain design has favored, and your personal qualities and all that. It's a great learning, and you have rightly utilized the power of MiDNA. And 100% cognitive. See, whenever we talk about cognitive, that it's always the kind of dominance comes into the picture. But now your right brain has the best combo. You have proved it, and it's a great motivation. And definitely we will recommend to the people once we go through that. And you maintained, all that secret of the struggle, whatever you have done, everything is very nicely shared. And it's evident that Pankaj has seen from your unit that how the clients have come and then how you are treating them. It's a great learning. This is one more information which I have shared to the MiDNA family. It's very important to keep a connection. Even SARS keeps telling that it's a different skill, that in spite of all your the multidimensional work what you have, but you remain truly a right brain power in connecting with the people, and also is very interesting, and it's a really wonderful message. And God bless you. You have a long journey to go, and I think I think you have a lot to do that. Wish you all good luck, and thank you.
So yes, we have one more hands up. Let's see. Anyone else? One more thing. Please give or allow your clients to read it, because this will prove them that yes, healing can come naturally. So if you want to gift any of these books, please you can send a message to me or sir. And if you don't want to, at least while communicating with them, narrate a story. This will help you to make your counseling more easy. So thank you, sir. All yours now, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Seema. I think Harish was there showing the hand,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
he's not seeing now. Maybe he got disconnected. I don't know. Okay. So yes, I have already said to you that for a left brainer, anything that is stimulating must be knowledge and points and converging a lot. But for right brainers, your book is excellently placed. I'm sure all those right brainers would. I wanted Leela to say something. I don't know. Maybe
Let's there. Even I would love to listen from Leela.
Because
thank you, Leela. You attended that online session. I later realized you were there. So yes, Leela. Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was still on mute. Yes, I attended the session. I have not yet ordered the book, which I will certainly do now. I have that moderate processing. I don't know why it takes me so long to get around to some things. Anyway, that's not an excuse, but part of reality. So I'm really looking forward to reading it, Seema, because so much has been said, and the fact that you've taken real life anecdotes obviously will add that much more richness and credibility to the book. So yes, let me order, wait for it, and then devour it, and then get back to you with the review.
Thank you so much, Leela.
All the very best. All the very best, I'm sure. How many have you already sold, Seema? Do you have any numbers?
I'm crossing 400.
Wow, that is a stellar achievement. It's been a month or 2 weeks since you released your book?
I think third week is going on.
Wow, that is a number.
Actually, 100 I have sold during the pre-order.
Okay.
And after that 300, so almost I just read here. Yes.
Yeah, that says a lot about the network that you have, because obviously everybody's just gone ahead and gone and bought it in the right spirit. So great.
Adila, the surprising part is that now unknown readers are buying it, because I'm getting updates, sales from Amazon every day.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I was dancing today morning because 8 of the books sold last week. I really don't know who they are.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Suddenly I couldn't hear you. Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's an even better testimonial that people have heard about it, and word of mouth, that it has spread and they're actually buying. Wonderful. I'm sure this is going to be a great source of encouragement for all the other authors also on the forum right now. Great, wonderful job, Seema, and I look forward to connecting soon after ordering and reading the book.
Thank you so much, Leela, for wonderful words.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Leela. You were supposed to write more books than even anybody else.
Yeah.
But,
yes, sir. Everywhere, the professional work that I'm doing, writing, people are like, when are you going to write instead of writing
See,
for us?
you are a content writer and you are not writing any content for your commercial.
Yeah, my own. Yes. Yeah. That's something I have to correct.
Maybe this is what Seema was telling, the 4th D.
Yes.
Okay? Yeah, the destiny is still not making an opportunity for you to deliver the baby. You are carrying the pregnancy for a very long time.
Yeah.
You must deliver it at the earliest.
I know. No, I've got enough inspiration around me, sir, now, right from Sunny to Bhuvna to Seema. I don't know who else has written in the forum, but enough and more inspiration. Now there's no excuse, you know.
Right.
So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Leela. And coming back to my concluding remarks, I must say the contents of the book I'm not able to appreciate, but the writer I am able to appreciate more than the content. Okay, because the book is so much right brain. I am not see it's very inspiring for those who are slightly on the right brain, even if it is not right brain, left brain diverging. If these two kind of profiles will like this book more, because you have to imagine the situation and the contents and the kind of thought process that the individual would have gone through. So it's more of sympathy and the empathy and seeing with the trying to look into the issue from the other person's shoe. All that will come more for the right brainers very easily. So the book is something I did go through, but I was always looking at points for to talk. But I think the left brainer definitely has some limitations, to be very honestly. And I said it to Seema also. But I am appreciating and getting inspired by the person who has written the book. I don't know, it is possible that the left brainers only look at the person's ability to deliver, rather than really looking at the imagination, the description, the narration, and the poems and poetry, all that. Maybe a right brainer would appreciate a lot. So I am in love with the author rather than the book. I must be very, to be very precise. For very few reasons, which I think everybody would agree with me. The first one is, she is the only person in whole of the MiDNA. Some of them are there almost as senior as I am in the with experience like me in MiDNA. But I don't think anybody else has nurtured so many individuals with the help of genetic brain profiling. And that way, I would say, queen of nurturing. And with all due respect to all other seniors, I think Seema remains the topmost in the list of nurturing mentors. If I were to give the nurturing mentor certificate in the school of MiDNA, I think it will be Seema and not me also, because I am not doing real nurturing. As a left brainer, I am only trying to decode the brains more powerfully, but definitely the nurturing part is not coming. Maybe I can assume and take the status of I am this chief mentor, but I think I'm still not as powerful as Seema kind of professionals who are actually making a greater impact on the healing part of it. I am more focusing on the dealing part of it, and they are working with the healing part of it, which is natural for a right brainer. And with some converging, it's a great quality that will take you to the highest status and highest competency of helping out people there. That's number one. And the number two is the second point which Seema said, and I also agree with it. I don't know, it came into my thought today morning why I am calling this group as MiDNA family group. I'm not seeing any family emotional connectivity there. And every day, whenever we have these weekend sessions, whether they come 20 or come 30 or 40 or even crossing 50, they are still within that 50 number of people who are there in the group. The other 50 has already divorced the family. They are no more, I don't think they are anymore emotionally connected with it. If at all they are there, they are just there because I can take some reports and do some counseling and take care of my personal, dreams and requirements as well. So it is very unfortunate. Maybe in 21st century, I shouldn't be expecting that kind of family, exhibitions and kind of togetherness and sharing and caring kind of thing. It's maybe I'm not supposed to, in spite of being so much converging and with the right brain, capital X looking like a small x kind of pattern. Still, I feel little disappointed, not depressed, to be very fine, to be very to the point. But I don't know. We shouldn't be expecting. So I am. So in the morning, I was thinking, should we call it as MiDNA network and then leave it there? Because I'm calling it family, I'm having expectations that why when we put a message, nobody responds, or maybe fearing people respond. You can say, yeah, sir, everything is in your mind, sir. They don't express it well. But till last month, last year, 2 years back, people were expressing how it suddenly can disappear. So it looks like the corona has entered into the brains and has done some epigenetic changes in their thought process. Maybe they are becoming now more mechanical, machine-oriented, left brain-centric thought processes there. I don't know. Because like Seema said, if your own family you consider family, there is an extended family, there is a professional family. We are not telling you should come and hug everyone every day. No, that's not be expected. But at least you should come for marriages, you should come for the birthdays and kind of events that you conduct, celebrations. Somehow it is disappearing. I really do not know what is the reason. I could be the reason for the thing, or it could be the natural human psychology is working like that, because we are seeing families are getting broken into nuclear families, and now no clear family, and then no family. That's also a progress that we are seeing happening. But thanks to the right brainers like Seema and many others in the network, I'm sure somebody will continue to inspire people and continue to keep that family with a lot of interconnecting and inspiring each other. So that is something you mentioned. I totally agree with you that family means there must be an approach, and I have seen you attending many sessions, though you may not really be there for the whole session, but I have seen you as a person coming and staying there for some time and then put a message that you are leaving the session. So I think at least even that is a good, I would say, level of connectivity. Because in Sunday, if you are sleeping for the whole day, then I appreciate, okay, it's your time you want to have. But if you consider that you are with your family members, and if you are very honestly wanting to do that, I think even MiDNA family is a family. You should keep saying some messages, some interactions. I don't know. Sometimes it could look like that I'm probably overstretching or stressing on that point. But this is something Sima said, so I wanted to repeat the statement in my own thought process. And the number 3 of the today's the concluding remarks is that in the coming days, you will see more and more people are not reading the books. Okay, that is applicable because everybody thinks if I want a message information, I can go to Google and find out. But what you get in the internet is the left brain material, not the right brain material. So those individuals who are really wanting to go through the right brain material, I think still the authors will come. So I have a tendency to believe that the right brain authors will survive because their writing cannot be put on internet, and it cannot be just like that on a PDF file. It won't really matter. You need the book, you need the situation, that cup of tea and kind of environment, and take the book and read and just think about, connect with, correlate with. That's a totally different ball game. Now, just because more left brainers are there and the right brainers are becoming more scarce in numbers, maybe the reading habit has slightly disappeared or got demotivated. But I personally think, irrespective of how many books you sell, which is obviously at the end of the day is very motivating to write more books, and even if you see it on the money part of it, it will definitely give you the investment that you have done rather than really making a big money out there. And for that, you have to fake a lot and dream and sell something which is not practical to people, something like how to get rid of your bad habits. Maybe people will come and read, but then their bad habits will continue to be there. Maybe some authors will make money. But I think when a right brainer does, there is a lot of emotional feeling and wanting to be very useful to the society comes. So the message I am trying to communicate from these statements is that yes, there may not be too many numbers, not too many people who order. You can see the numbers even in our family, though you being a part of this family, and a lot of people know you personally as well. But still, for various reasons, the numbers haven't really done so well or so high in number. And there are a lot of reasons for it, and one of them is that the book reading mindset culture itself is going down, and a lot of left brainers, they feel it's what is there kind of thing, what I can also write a book. So people are getting inspired to write their own book rather than really trying to see what the author is trying to communicate. So the concluding remark on this statement is, when you write a book, number of books don't focus. What is the testimonial coming? Not necessarily be the core one, and not the money that you are making. All those things are secondary, though they are very important for writing more books. But I consider a right brainer should write a book for healing themselves. Okay, forget about all the other things. So my request to all these right brainers like Pankaj and Bhartika Sharma, and even Nityanandi ma'am, and a lot of other right brainers are there. All of them should write a book to heal themselves, because at the end of the day, when you are pouring out all your thoughts on a paper and you are publicizing it, it is you write and put it in the dustbin or put it in your drawer, you don't publish it, maybe half healing will happen. But if you are able to confidently put it on paper and put it to people that this is what I am doing, this is what I am, and very interesting, the way you narrate the story and connect it with people and stories and characters and all. I'm sure all the kids who naturally use their right brain and all those right brainers will definitely like and love the way the message has been communicated. So my suggestion is, keep writing as many books possible, even if it comes to the investment, doesn't matter. You are healing, it will enhance your power to be useful and helpful for others. All of them will naturally happen. So keep writing. Don't feel bad that Trisami is not going to read this book, but you rewrite it because I love you for your writing the books rather than the real message that you are communicating, because the kind of work you are doing is amazing. And before I conclude, the one very what I as a left brainer I do with your book is, I just see the picture, I see the words, I see the words that you have put in mirror, I don't know how did it come to you, but I think the best description of the book and the name. Okay, I don't think that's where some people register the title of a movie because the titles are more impactful than the movie per se. So sometimes the titles are sold for a very higher cost than the person anticipated when he thought of the name. Like that, these are two sides of the mirror. It's a great name, and as you said, the pictorial representation. I think it definitely the cover itself will sell. Maybe people will buy a book and read whatever extent and what impacts it makes. But I think it's like the trailer of the movie. It's very inspiring and very connecting. That's I like the most. And just to end the session, like you take a mirror, without the mercury coating, it is not called mirror, it is called glass. Okay, so only with one side of the glass, which was a glass, is now called a mirror only because of the coating. Otherwise, it is just a glass, it is plain. So your reflective brain, which is like a plain glass, it is not really useful to people. Only thing is it does not distort you. It does not distort what your thoughts are going in. So that way it is not doing any harm to the person looking at. And the person says, yeah, I am looking as it is there. So I am reflecting myself. That's the glass aspect of the what you can call it as kind of analogy and kind of connecting the picture and the words there. But the minute you just put one slight what you can say imprint of the mercury there, it is totally its qualities and everything becomes totally different. Okay, totally different means it can very well reflect the true nature of yourself. When I say true nature at the physical level, not necessarily at the emotional and psychological level. So your glass cannot be useful for people to see themselves. Whereas a mirror can be very quite useful to see themselves and to look at themselves, whether it is pimples on it, moles on it, color of it, or whatever that you see on your body and the face, without any deviation and distraction, it can be exactly showing what you are. Similarly, this stimulative, the mercury, I'm calling it a stimulative, and the glass part of is the emulative. So an emulative and the reflective becomes a stimulative and cognitive because of the other side of the mirror. That is what I loved, the kind of words and the kind of story, whatever I have read, is a beautiful depiction of nobody wants to see themselves in the mirror. You need to have courage to look at it. Many people have felt depressed and they have quitted their life because they were not looking better. So similarly, when you go through genetic profiling, it will show you the true nature. And when you are a cognitive, you challenge and you face your original truth and you come out of it. That's the power of the cognitive brain and the ability to take the challenge. And I really appreciate your word. When there's a challenge, you challenge the challenge so that the challenge becomes easier for you to take ahead and do it. So very impressive, inspiring. No words to I can keep talking for hours and all. But I personally think you have been a great, inspiring leader in the network, and so much experience you have got. And like Pankaj also said, I have also seen your personal, you have met you personally. And one more thing, in MiDNA, in Coimbatore head office, I am living in my house and my office is living in the house. So it's together, integrated together. Maybe anyone who really wants to get into this work 24/7, at least with your head inside your head, you must have an office which is separately together. It should not be part of your hall and bedroom and kind of space and a balcony and all. Either you can have a first floor and ground floor, or it can be an adjacent building, or it could be your garage you convert into your professional practicing place. But if you really make that kind of a thing, I think then you become the channel partner, the business partner, the growth partner for MiDNA Global. I have reserved one segment of MiDNA status only for those who are dedicating themselves for the cause of promoting genetic brain profiling, not only for decoding, also for nurturing and being useful to the globally connecting and helping people in a big way. So that's my conclusion. So anyone has an office and you are working with it, don't keep it far away from your home, because when you go to the office, you'll forget home. When you are at home, you'll forget your work. So if you can make it very adjacent to each other, you will be all the time available. Then your commitment and compassion and confidence to serve to them will be. Then you cannot differentiate my family and my work, because that's how it will merge together and keep you inspiring, and that will be a great way to progress ahead. So once again, I thank all of you for sparing your time. I must appreciate those who are regularly coming to this Sunday session. I'm sure this is one investment you are doing. Please continue to maintain that. One day, some miracle will happen, and you will feel I am blessed, and kind of thing will definitely come. So with this quite longer concluding remarks, I once again congratulate Seema for writing this book and inspiring. I'm sure many more will write their books. Whether you write a book or not, that urge to contribute to the society in some way or other will definitely heal. There are a lot of ways to heal oneself. I don't know. Today also I met one client and I told her that your healing is first important. Forget about knowing the child and helping the child. And many parents require healing, but very often we think others only should improve. I am all right with myself and I am okay kind of thing. I think genetic brain profiling should, in the next level, should create parents, or those who want to become parents should be working on themselves. They heal themselves before they produce a child or become a parent. That is what ultimately I want in MiDNA Global to be done. So we should take this message. Every child born parent should go through the Spark program and learn how the brain designs are changing and how the challenges are coming. I think it will be a real big service you do to the society if you can get one parent engage into understanding of the genetic brain profiling. And if the healing happens to one mother, I think the family gets healing. And when families get healed, I think the society gets healed. I think if at all, if you feel some responsibility for knowing genetic brain profiling, if you really want to do something to the society, I think bring parents, teach them. No, don't worry about money is there and kind of thing, because all together we can make it so economically possible. Imagine for genetic brain profiling, I had kept a charge of 1,500 rupees and still take 20% of your charge. I will still get 200, 300 rupees, which is quite good for me. Now I have raised the cost from 1,500 to 3,000. This was 1,000 rupees report 7 years before. So 1,000 rupees report has been now made into 3,000 report. So 2,000 rupees extra I am giving to you by imparting the knowledge that is needed for counseling. So I think it is our responsibility to go for family reports and family counseling, where you will get a good amount, spend some amount for sponsoring or taking some lesser money and add some value to it. And you tell I'll give 3 months, 6 months follow up like that. You can definitely convince. So bring more parents, teach them. If you think Spark is costly, you teach them at your personal level. I have no problem, because I don't want to give anything free of cost, because it doesn't have any value. So I have made it now 50% of the cost is for Spark, and that is for smart parenting and raising kids. That's a Spark. Okay, so let us create on building relationships, make them smart pairing, and then subsequently smart parenting. Thereby, we help them to live a better harmony in the family. So there is something called family harmony index. I think in many families it is not very comfortable. So someone or the other is actually creating more disharmony in the family. So healing is needed. And all the right brainers out there have a lot of responsibilities to work on the healing part of it. And going through genetic brain profiling training is a very, very powerful, opportunity or option for many people to heal themselves, and in the process they heal their family members and neighbors as well. So with this request that keep focus on parents, Spark program, they need not come to Ignite and they need not become consultant, that they need not become experts and all, but find out how you can go through the, what you can call it as, helping people to get an in-depth. Because please remember, you can't spend more than 2 hours for a report in a counseling, because it is very taxing for the client also and for us also. But if you send them to the 20-hour Spark program, even if they just sit there in the class, whatever learning happens, it will be a great improvement. And I am going to allow the training at the other end. That means decentralizing the training. Spark training shall be decentralized. If somebody comes with a parents-oriented training program, whatever is relevant at whatever basic level we want to, if you can make a schedule and timetable and you are willing to take it, I am willing to give you the authority to certify and make them, MiDNA certified parents. So please keep that in mind and keep developing your own programs. Suppose you say I am conducting a parent program for 2 weeks and the weekends I am doing, doesn't matter. As long as the genetic brain profiling understanding is taken into the heads of the parents, I think the reports will make more meaning. My dear friends, please remember, if you do a counseling and give the report, some people are not giving report also, parents will go home in 15 days time, your genetic brain profiling will be out of their head. It will be just making as an event that like of seeing a movie. Yeah, I have seen the movie will be there, but the lessons learned and the experience will not be remembered. So if you really want to bring in a big impact of genetic brain profiling, please make MiDNA Parenting Forum or your name SEMA Parenting Forum. Make your own forums, include all your clients, keep them in the WhatsApp group, keep communicating with them. You don't know, one day a big transformation will happen and we will all will be so happy about that transformation as well. So I mean it, transforming lives globally with genetic brain profiling. I really mean, and we should work on transforming the individuals, then the family, and then comes the society. Okay, so with this request and suggestions and advice, whatever way you can call it as, I would like to thank everyone for being part of this today's program, and do join. The next week we have a self-discovery and both the days we'll have the sessions. So do join, keep thinking about, I don't know, I personally think if the genetic brain profiling was not there in my life, if this project was not there in life, probably I would have quit the whole business mindset and would have become some kind of a philosopher, monk kind of thing. I don't know. Probably this project has helped me held with the kind of connecting with people or not, because I was a bit of frustrated to say, to be honest. So I think this has probably has come as a boon to me. Like that, we don't know. It could transform people, and there's a great opportunity. But to conclude, like Seema said, the fourth letter, the D, I am not telling because that's not in my hand. That is in your hand. You can call it as determination, you can call it as dedication, you can call it as destiny, but that's exclusively on your hand. The ABC I can talk, but the D I cannot do much about it. But I can only bless you. Whether you are in my head or in my heart, be there. I think I'll be so happy to have you connected all the time. So thank you very much.